Yes, yes. Yes. Tweaking knobs, pulling levers. Yes. Pulling knobs, tweaking levers. Yes, indeed. Hi. Hello, Draconic Dude and Vey. Yeah, I'm still dropping 64.3% of my frames according to OBS here. This is a new problem for me. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the holiday here in America. Um, yeah, too many dinguses on the dingus internet on their days off. But yeah, I'm actually gonna try to restart the stream. Um, if you'll please be patient. But thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi, regardless. Also, Draconic Dude, yes, we had this on our family Commodore 64 growing up, and it's a treat. It's a very, very tight game, very fun. So I'm looking forward to playing it. Hopefully, the stream will stay somewhat stable. Yeah, I'm looking at the graph, the bitrate graph, and it looks like, yeah, it doesn't look good. It's better than what it was. I think it's slowly starting to climb a little bit, but yeah, just to be safe, I'm going to good luck. Hope we still get quality options. Yeah, right, yeah. Oh, it's climbing again. Now it's climbing. Yeah, it's like the dang weather. Can never really trust it. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's looking pretty green now. Looking greener. Okay. Let's just roll a bit. There I am. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome. My name's Ian Oblivion, and today we're going to be continuing a beautiful game. Beautiful game called Dragon Lore. But first, we shall warm up. We shall do a little warm up with the beautiful game Space Taxi. Let me turn down the beautiful Unreal Tournament 99 drum and bass / atmospheric mix. This was uploaded 3 months ago. How about that? By YouTube user Malachi. It's a beautiful little mix from Unreal Tournament 99. And it's even got some really nice visuals. Like they went in and recorded just in-game footage of Unreal Tournament with just like the backgrounds moving around and stuff, and just like focusing the camera on like a glowing power up. It's all very nice, very pleasant. So go give that a search and whatnot. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. And Draconic Dude, thank you for watching 3 times in a row. That means a lot. That's very kind of you. You've earned that VIP badge for sure. It reset when you came back, or maybe I missed one, but getting a streak again. Yeah, no, it's lovely. Um, Anybody can streak. You know, streaking has a low bar of entry. It's very simple to do, and that's why it's such a common crime for people to streak. Very easy thrill seeking, but it's encouraged and appreciated here. So thank you very much. Yeah, so Space Taxi. We had it growing up, and it was always a treat. It was definitely like I think Space Taxi and Whizball were probably my first games, like physics games, if you want to call it that. Um, it's very tricky, but it makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense. The feedback that you get when you're like pressing the booster and like the momentum that you have and the inertia, um, it's you can just tell it's very tightly and smartly designed. And of course, it has some beautiful voices in it. Probably the first voices that I've heard in a video game. The cabbies will say, "Hey, taxi," and they'll thank you. And there's even like different variations in their voices too. Like I think it's just like a little bit higher, lower pitch or whatever. But enough about me. Enough of me gabbing about it. Let's see it for ourselves, shall we? Let's make sure my controller is in there as it should be. And as always, feel free to chime in on volume levels, if volume levels are okay or not. But yeah, I might have to get up and arrange some like window stuff and ceiling fan stuff. It was hot here. It's been hot here in Michigan over the past week, but today it's kind of a chilly spring day, thus the hat. I'm also realizing that I'm wearing the same T-shirt that I wore last stream. I'm getting self-conscious about it. I assure you that I have more than a shirt and a church robe, a cheap Amazon Druid monk robe. Um, but yeah, you know how that is. It's like I think everyone falls into like their own like laundry patterns and laundry cycles. Like I'll run into other friends on the same day that I saw them the week before, and they'll be wearing the same clothing. I think it's just natural for humans to fall into clothing patterns like that. Or maybe I'm just weird and I exclusively have all weird people in my life, which, you know, is also true. Could be true. All right, let's see. Space Taxi. On a lovely Easy Flash cart release. Can't be more grateful for those. It's very convenient if you've ever tried Commodore 64 emulation. It's kind of a new-ish trend. You can see it. This was released on in 2011. But the standard for C64 games was to come on the floppy disks. But if the cracker has the ability to release it on a Easy Flash cart, it just immediately removes all of the loading time that you have to sit through emulating, which is very nice, especially for like Commodore 64 RPGs or adventure games. So let us start the game. And this game was released by, I think they're called Muse Software. And I was just reading a little bit about them. They were the creators of the Wolfenstein franchise. they were the ones that made Castle Wolfenstein, which is like a top down. I've never played it, but as far as I can tell from screenshots, it looks like a top down. Um, Man, I guess you could almost call it like a survival type of game. Um, and I was reading, later on, once Muse started to crap out. That's around the time id Software was becoming into their own thing, and they purchased. I don't know if this is official or not. The things that I read, like on the trivia on Moby Games, um, it sounded like kind of alleged kind of stuff, but it would make sense. But they said that id Software bought the name and like the concept of Wolfenstein and made it into, obviously the juggernaut that it is today. Do you want to reset the demos? No. Unlimited lives? No. Skip levels? No. There it is. Let's see if we get any audio from it. As far as I know, the only audio that comes from this game are the sound effects and the beautiful cabbie noises. So, go. Number of cabbies 1. We'll start with the morning shift. Short and sweet. Here we are. There it is. I don't know if you can hear that too well. Let me just shut off the Unreal Tournament. Perhaps that's just a little too intense. I feel like somebody's gonna come at you with a flat cannon while we're in our peaceful lollipops and candy cane world here. Oh shit. I was pressing up before I unpaused it and unknowingly queued up a bunch of top thruster there. There does seem to be kind of a delay. That's interesting. When I press up, it hold. There's something going on with my controller here. Yeah, after I press it, it just keeps on holding it down, which I think happened because I was pressing something while it was paused. Let me try to pause and unpause it again. No. Interesting. I've noticed this with emulators sometimes. If you're moving, I notice it with not just emulators, but with like games in general. Like if you're moving the stick around, or if you have any kind of input while the game is like suspended or paused, and then when you unpause it, it will keep on. It will stay like stuck in that. I don't know what causes that phenomena, but just to be safe, I'm going to restart the emulator because this is a very intense game. I don't want any excuses for my bad space taxiing. Let's smart attach. Back into it here. All right. Okay, we should be good now. No, no, no. Space and taxi, morning shift. Yeah, it's still doing it. I don't know what's going on here. It's sensitivity options. I may have screwed this myself because I was messing around with GameCube emulation, and I've never showed you the controller. This is a cheapo $25 Nintendo Switch Pro controller, which is not like very commonly or like out of the box direct X input compatible, like with Windows stuff, obviously, because it's not, a Microsoft Xbox kind of controller. More and more now these days, with newer stuff, they're kind of including it. But anyway, I tried downloading some drivers to make it work with a GameCube emulator properly, and yeah, I don't know, just like a bunch of wacky things were happening. So perhaps I screwed it with that, but we'll see. I just unplugged it and replugged it back in. Solid start to a stream, I know. Bitrate problems and controller problems, but hey, what are you gonna do? I'm at that point now where like I'll start to feel guilt accumulating the longer I go between streams. But that's the balance is something I'm working on as well. All right, let's see how we fare now. If it's still acting up, I'll just go back to the standard keyboard. Hey, taxi. Yeah, it's still doing it. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe it's all in my mind. No, it's definitely not. Because I remember like kind of feathering the controls a little bit. Oh, came in too fast. There we go. And when you have your landing gear out, you can only you can only use up and down thrusters. Yeah, that's going to bother me. Bad one, please. Okay. I'm going to rebind it to keyboard. Because you can't do the feathering, the thrust feathering. It's treating it like a toggle, and it's making me fly out of control. Let's see here. Joystick 2, key set A. Configure key set A. Do up, down, left, right. Actually, we'll do the numpad. And our fire button will be 0. All right, let's see how that goes. Much better. Oh, so much better. Okay. All right, let's make our way to pad 1. See, now I can just tap the thrust. Thanks. Just gently glide away. All right, there's our first fare. And right away, he already had just a quick trip there. Back to a place. Take him down to this lovely beach chair. There we go. You have fuel as well. Hey, taxi. Ah, please. There we go. All right. Got lucky there. One thing I'm unsure about are the flashing lights. Like that flashing blue light. I think that might just mean like the status of how happy your person is. Or maybe it has to do with your speed. I'm not sure. Hey, taxi. Oh shit. There we go. Oh, please. Taxi trainer. Pad 1, please. Ooh, little rumbly on that landing there. Little rumbly. Oh shit. Yeah. Simple game. But yeah, you can tell a lot of love went into it. You know, like they tried to make every stage have its unique little flares to it. You got voice, a solid flying system. You even have little pickups there. You can refuel, it looks like over there, which I totally forgot about. Good progression of difficulty. Mm. One thing I'm unable to really tell is like I don't know how many cabbies are per level. I don't know if there's an indicator for that at all. But then again, it probably changes depending on your difficulty. Ooh, just on the tip there. Pad 8, please. I don't know if any of you are here from the alerts I posted in in other people's discords. Um, I made that image of the Dragon Lore man shouting at Bruce Willis's space taxi in the movie The Fifth Element. It's probably my only frame of reference for a type of taxi in space. I know there's probably got to be more, but I couldn't think of any of the top off the top of my head. But if anyone else knows of any famous space taxis, by all means, let me know. Very low on fuel. I think our fuel refills after every stage, so I'm just gonna go for this one. Oh shit, I'm totally out. I can't do anything. I've killed my cabbie. Oh dear. Does that mean you start from the beginning? I think it does. We'll see. No, he just wants to go up. Okay. See, very kind. Even back then, 1984, the game is respecting the player. It's a funny phrase I hear thrown around quite a bit now these days, which is good. Which is good. Nice. Get a nice little gimmick stage here. Oh, and it grows. Okay. See, so much variety. Very good creativity. Yes. And progression of difficulty. Oh shit. Okay, they grow into actual platforms. Okay. Gear out. Pad 3, please. All right. Eee. Thanks. I think it just makes most sense just to wait after you drop off a cabbie to go until you go to your next one. Don't want to burn off the fuel. You know, in hindsight, I did make like a half mental note to look up taxi music. I guess I was just more curious to find out like what kind of genre taxi music might be. I don't know. I guess kind of any like big city music, you know, maybe like some big band type of stuff. Sinatra. All right. Hey, taxi. Yeah, probably my first vehicle type game. For sure. Oh man, I just barely kissed the start of that slope there on the six there. Hey, taxi. There we go. Good old John St. John. Hope he's doing all right. This is really dumb internet drama, but I don't know if y'all know the voice actor Gianni Matragrano, I think is how you say his name. But he's like a an up and coming. Well, I shouldn't say up and coming. He's doing quite well for himself now. It seems like he streams as well. Um, but he kind of, he kind of gained a following from doing like really cheap and quick Duke Nukem memes. I guarantee like you've probably come across one either knowingly or unknowingly at some point um, on YouTube or on Twitter. Oh, I don't know if I can just like fly through him. Oh shit! I just fucking slaughtered him. Retrograde Tom, holy moly, how's it going, man? We got a freaking legend. I can't shout you out properly right now because yeah, I'm trying not to take the head off of it. Okay, all right. Hey, you can't even park next to him. Anyways, retrograde time. Man, it's great to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're having a good time off on this holiday. Yeah, I'm good, man. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Taxi Pong. Oh shit, we got yeah. Each. I was gonna ask if you've ever played this, Tom. So I think you've mentioned having a Commodore 64 growing up, but this was definitely one of my first exposures to like physics games or like vehicle games. But yeah, this game is great. Oh shit. It feels good to play. It has really good like tight inertia and like response when you're using the thrusters and stuff. Obviously I'm doing horribly at it, but oh, there you go. Game over. All right. Very good, very good. Oh yeah, seizure warning as per Commodore 64 loading screens. But let me do my normal formalities here. Shout out Retrograde Dedum. There you are, good sir. If y'all don't know Retrograde Tom, he is one of the true OGs. Retro freaking royalty. And for him to step off of his throne and grace this humble nobody with his presence, it's very kind. Yeah, thank you. And here's Space Taxi. I highly recommend it. It's really fun, and every stage is different. It's got tons of variety and challenge, and I would say it definitely holds up. for sure. I might keep this as the warm up game for a little bit now. Definitely. All right. Let's move on to our main dish here. And that is the wonderful, fantastic dragon lore. Let's see if this will show up here.
14 rings.
There it is.
One of them is yours. The day has
You are absolutely not, Tom. You are not. You're a wonderful man and streamer.
The knights will
But yeah, it's definitely Crazy Taxi before Crazy Taxi, for sure. But the real question is, have you played Dragon Lore, Tom? I wouldn't be surprised if you've played this or not, but I'm having a blast of it. This is another one that we had when I was a kid, but I could not figure it out whatsoever. My memory was really hazy about it. I'm 100% certain that we had this game. I remember seeing it and playing it, but I don't remember getting anywhere in it. So I don't know if we had a demo of it or if I was just too stupid to figure anything out. Oh, did you do a cryo retrospective kind of thing, or a cryo series? Yeah, this is my very first cryo game, and yeah, it's a doozy. It's a doozy. I'm having a blast with it. I don't know how far I am into it, but it feels like for this kind of type of game, I would say I'm at least a third into it. Yeah. Beautiful animations. That is our father, the red-haired gentleman. This is the evil lord. Yeah, a lot of spikes. They love their spikes. Spikes equals evil in this game. Yeah, that's right. I was looking up the Dragon Lore 2. It seems like it's pretty universally crapped on compared to this, unfortunately. It looks like they tried to switch up the gameplay style a little bit. But yeah. Yeah, this is a solid case of, oh yeah, I forgot it's got the Star Wars text. I was kind of theorizing this. Do you think that games like this, they front end you with every single credit because they don't expect you to finish it? I always wondered about that. Or was that just kind of the tradition at the time? Yeah. A lot of strong Frenchman names in here. Very good. And it already says the story continues in Dragon Lore Part 2. Maybe that's because I have no indication that this is the gold edition. There is a gold edition of this that supposedly has more animations and music and stuff like that. But I actually purchased this. I paid money for this on GOG. It was less than $2. But I had no indication of it being the gold version or not. And I couldn't be bothered to track it down or whatever. But let us continue. From where we left off, we were in kind of the second or third kind of big area. And oh dear. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah. We fed an apple to this grandma's little pet here. If that's too loud at all, let me know. It's certainly too loud for me. turn down my speakers a little bit there. Okay. I still have yet to mess with like noise gate and all that nonsense. Okay. So we're in our like third kind of hub area full of things to complete. This is kind of the central part of it. One direction is the way that we came in. The other two directions lead you to these two like strange grandma fairy ladies, and they seem to be at odds with each other. One of them's like, "Here, take this cog and open this door, but you know, don't listen to whatever my sister says." And then you go over to her sister, and she's even more evil. She's like, "Yeah, I don't know. What does she say? Yeah, I think she offers you a chance to have immense power and, you know, power through violence." And that's the other strange thing about this game is that it has oops, I don't want to take off my little mask there, but to look at your morality, you have to click on your eyes. I don't think I can do that with my little mask on. So yeah, it has a violence or wisdom scale, and I'm kind of taking that to assume that there's 3 endings. And throughout the... like, explaining a cryo game, even though it's my first game, I've heard other people talk about cryo games like this. Like, whenever you hear somebody try to explain what's going on in it, I feel like a crazy person. I feel like an absolute crazy person, even more so than I normally do. But yeah, anyway, as you're walking along throughout the land, there are 12 dragon knights, and they're basically judges. And you talk to them, and they're like, yes, you seem quite wise, so I'm going to vote for you. And other people are like, oh man, you're not being nearly violent enough. You're not killing nearly enough people, so I don't think I'm going to vote for you. And so I'm assuming the ending is determined by how violent or how wise you are. I'm generally leaning towards wisdom just because combat is difficult. Or just doesn't really make sense, to put it that way. You know, you would think in an RPG like flavoring kind of thing like this, you would have stats or like some kind of indication of like what's better or worse than something else. There is none. Like, we have already a smorgasbord of weapons here. And as far as I can tell, like, they all pretty much do the same thing. Like, same reach, same damage, same speed, all that kind of stuff. Whereas, you know, enemies can one-shot you, or you can just take a million hits from any type of enemy. It doesn't matter what. And that was like one of the most common complaints of this game that I read as well. So anyway, to recap, let's go back to the more evil of the 2 grandmas. She lives in that house up there. And right when you walk into this little area, I heard this horrible beast. And I noticed this little pile of apples, so, you know, being the top tier gamer that I am, which I learned everything from Retrograde Tom from, by the way, thank you, Tom. I immediately saw the apples and grabbed one and threw it to the little beast. And now, as far as I can tell, he's our little buddy. And that's one of that's an example of like one of the things I would assume that affects your violence or your wisdom meter. And then to get up there, this is a nice little piece of magic. To get up here, when I saw this, I assumed that you would have to... I think we still have some rope. Yeah, we have like a grappling hook kind of thing. I would have assumed that you tie a rope or something to there, or like find a boat to make your way across, and then there's a rope dangling down here. It looks like you should probably climb up there. Watch what happens when you click on this little staff. You are just magically flown up to the top of it. And I thought this was just like a cinematic introduction to whatever character is up here, but no. That is how you go up. It makes me wonder if, like, perhaps they wanted to construct some type of elaborate puzzle to get up here or to climb up here, but then there's like, nah, fuck it. We'll just make them fly. Just make them fly. Okay. So here's the other grandma.
I gave you the key, Werner, but you must open the door.
Okay. Yeah, she gave us a key. And I'm not entirely certain the fairy's key. I'm not entirely certain which door it unlocks. But the first grandma gives you a wheel. To open a door. I placed or a cog rather. Yeah, it's a great little flying. Okay. Continue on there. I don't remember which direction the door was. It may be through here, or this might just be a little... Okay, yeah, I think it's through here. Yeah, okay. And we have this guy. He's one of the judges. He kind of paces around, but if he runs into you, he just perpetually bows to you, which is pretty fun. Okay, this is the door that Grandma 1 gives you the cog for. I put the cog here, and there is a lever here that by all means it looks like you should be able to pull, but clicking on it does nothing. It makes me think that we have to use something else on the lever. Not too clear. But we have this grappling hook. Maybe we can hook it? I feel like I tried damn near every... Oh shit, yeah, that's right. You can throw your items too. There's no good reason to throw them. Shoot. Let's unequip our spell book. Nope, don't get naked. Hey, Tony.
Come on, come to Padre.
Oh shit.
Embrace the infinite.
Thank you so much, Tony.
That's
How you doing?
Come on.
Tony is
If you
one
need
of
me, I'll be
the,
right
the
here in the
realest
vestry.
and the kindest
there.
gentleman
Ian
you'll
Noble
ever
on disco.
encounter on Twitch or off, I would wager. But thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Oops, I put a period in there. Did it matter? No, I don't think it did. Okay. There you go. How you been, Tony? Are you still playing through, what were you playing last? Baldur's Gate? Are you still making your way through Baldur's Gate 3, I want to say? But thank you so much. Very, very kind gentleman. Very knowledgeable, too. Remote workday? Congratulations. Congratulations. I hope it goes well for you. Alright, where is Dragon Lore? Have you ever experienced Dragon Lore, Tony? This is a jewel of cryo interactive. Having a good time. Most certainly Baldur's Gate 3. Retro Mac hardware is still barking. Oh, you have to... Okay, what was going on with the Mac? This is the first time you see it? Oh, okay. Well, you're in for a lovely treat. A lovely treat. Okay, let's pick up our grapple there. Now there's another indentation here. It looks like, I mean, this has got to be a door or something, right? There's nothing, like, your cursor doesn't change, so I don't think that there's, it would seem like there's nothing you can do with it. And the cursor changes even though you can use an item with it as well. So I'm guessing this is like the exit to this little building. Cryo is quite famous label. I hope the game matches up to their name. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to play more Cryo games. I've watched a good handful of people stream them. But yeah, it's an absolute experience. Like, from other reviews I was reading, I would love to see interviews with some of these guys. I think one of the only interviews that I saw with one of them was for one of their like more recent games that they made. There's nothing like from back in the 90s, unfortunately, that I saw. But the common consensus among reviews I've read of Cryo games is that you can't call them unoriginal. You can't exactly call them good games, but you absolutely can't call them unoriginal. Like, there's shit in here that you will not find anywhere else, for better or for worse. All right. Yep, there's this guy. He's one of the judges. I think this is a neutral guy. He likes us being neutral.
My image sits in the dolman seat. For the present, you have my support. You walk the narrow path between power and pity. That is no easy road, Van Wallenrad. Do not wander down the road of mercy, or you will lose my vote.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. So I'm thinking this ain't where we use Grandma's key. Let's go back and see other Grandma. Maybe I was a little harsh, but I called her Meth Grandma because she's a little loopy. She lives in a tower on top of a tree surrounded by chemistry equipment that I don't think you could do anything with, but maybe she has something new to say now that we've talked to her sister. This is her house. And yeah, it's impressive for like this style of game, like the like moving from node to node first-person adventure game, like with static images, because they give you so many like unnecessary nodes just to move around and explore in and give you a sense of like more depth and more world than you would say Myst. Yes, this is a CD-ROM. Yeah, and it's on GOG as well. I actually paid money for this, less than $2 American. The only Cryo game you have is Lost Eden. You don't remember where you put the box. Yeah, Lost Eden is definitely another one I want to check out. Yeah, I don't know if Retrograde Tom is still here or not. He popped in to grace us with his presence, but I would not be surprised if he's gone through every Cryo game at some point. Yeah, it's just very impressive, and especially like once you start to see characters and like enemies, like how they're able to like maintain their place in the field, like while you're moving to and from them. I don't know, something about that is very impressive. And also you can throw objects. I have no reason. I've found no like real reason why you should throw an object yet, but you can, and it is impressive. See, it just bounced off the invisible wall there. I'm so used to right-clicking in adventure games to kind of like default your cursor, but in this game, if you have an item in your hand and you right-click, you throw it. I've done that accidentally many a time. But yeah, you can see like that it still it carries like that sense of depth from scene to scene. Like there's an over. Yeah, I'm not going to try to explain it with my my dumb, smooth, nervous early streamer brain, child streamer brain. But yeah, thanks again for stopping in, Tony. Always appreciate you. All right, so here we are in Grandma Number One's house. Some ominous wind chimes. Gotta take a little step down here so we can turn around. There's a lot to move. There's a lot of room to move around up here, but as far as I've seen, nothing to interact with. Like, you would think that you could read this book or like look out this window, but nothing. Grandma's back here. Let's talk to her.
Well, I must say, Werner, you don't seem to be in any hurry.
Go to the tunnels.
Why don't you just go to the tunnels and do what I told you?
Okay. I'm assuming she's the one that gave us the cog to put in that like contraption with the door of the lever that I can't figure out how to pull. Can't look at her books. I'm assuming the tunnels are beyond that cogged door. But perhaps she's referring to another place. I do not know. This is going to be one of those things where the solution is going to be painfully obvious. Or just a little thing that I did not click.
Say, Werner.
Yeah. Can't go forward from here. I'm gonna have to walk backwards into Grandma so that I can position myself to go down here. Let's try going upstairs again. Whew. Sorry. Got the willies. I drank far too much coffee before starting the stream, which is always a terrible idea, especially if you're nervous, and for a very amateur streamer such as myself. Okay, we checked this. What was in here? Oh yeah, this is where we got the piece of cloth. We found a piece of cloth, which I dunked in the skull fountain in the courtyard before this area. And then I clicked on my face so that I could examine it, because that's how you examine items. But when I did that, it just slaps it right in your mouth. So I don't know if we've already been through like a gaseous, poisonous gas environment, or if that's yet to come. But I feel like we've already solved, some type of solution. Yes. Splashback water into the eyes and then smack the microphone. Doing great. Professional. I can't do anything with her bed. But yeah, the one time that I've looked at the walkthrough so far was because I needed a key, and there was just a part of the environment that I hadn't explored yet. And of course, I can blame the game for that, but whatever. Okay. Let's keep exploring and see if we can't find another door that we can use this key on. And the other thing is that usually have between 4 to 6 cups per day, after which it gets a bit weird. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, getting old is very strange, obviously. I feel like in my 20s, I was invincible. You know, everyone thinks they're invincible when they're in their 20s. Like, I could have drank coffee all the way up until, you know, bedtime, right? But now I'm starting to feel like if I don't cut it off by, you know, 1 in the afternoon, I'm not freaking sleeping. You know.
A pity you're too big to visit the people. Yes,
Okay.
Werner. I am Chelhidra. Unlike Tanathia, the sight of blood gives me no pleasure. If she votes for you, you may be sure the sprites who live in those toadstools are friends of
Okay, so this is another little area. It's a little toadstool village. We need to figure out how to get smaller to visit these people. Yeah, that's funny, Tony, because when I first encountered her, that was the first, you know, kind of joke that everyone was making. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I don't know which one it was, like Ace Frehley or whatever, the guitarist, I think, had the star. But yeah. I mean, this was 94, so I mean, Kiss were definitely still in their full steam merchandising. You know, could be David Bowie too. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Little Ziggy in there. Okay. So the Mushroom Village is along the way from whence we came. So beyond the Mushroom Village is just stuff that we've already done and like already solved and already completed. So I'm starting to feel like we are locked into doing something with the cog door. And like I said, last time I had to look at a walkthrough, I was missing like an entire environment. And it was because it was like tucked to the side of a hill that I didn't think to click on. It wasn't very like telegraphed well at all. See, I'm already like blaming the game again. As I'm about to look up the walkthrough again. But yeah, I mean, it definitely feels like after you put the cog on here, you should be able to just throw this lever and everything will be hunky-dory. See, now you got me thinking about David Bowie. Great album. Well, probably one of my favorites. Hunky-dory and, you know, Ziggy Stardust, of course. And I really, really liked Aladdin Sane. Aladdin Sane is beautiful. Like, all that psycho piano he does on Aladdin Sane is beautiful. Let's try a couple of different items on this lever again. Let's be sure. I don't know why you would use a staff on there, but who knows. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm pulling up the walkthrough. Web browser, Dragon Lore. Is that up there? Okay, that's the manual. Okay. Thank you, T. Nekakov. Nikakov? For this walkthrough. Okay, we got whittling. Silk cloth and fountain. Werner's eyes. He's kill the dragonfly. Take the ore from the demon. Go strafe until you run some columns. Look for a strange skull. Toadstool Village. Find the other bridge. Go to the fountain. Enter the treehouse. Take cog. Upper level of the treehouse. Get the cloth from the drawer. Soak cloth and fountain. Go to garden. For a nice dragon ride, pick flower. What? Okay. That's definitely not something that I've seen. And I've picked all the flowers in the garden. See, this is another thing that I'm kind of nervous and weary about is soft locks. Or just the game breaking in general. Let's see. Because we've gone to this garden that it speaks of, but I've picked several flowers, I feel. Yeah, I've got 2 of one type and then 1 of each other type. I was kind of assuming that they're going to be used for a spell of some sort. Okay. Of course, figuring out which node you need to stand on so you can find the exit. It's always fun. Okay. For a nice dragon ride, pick the flower. Do I just need to pick it again? I don't know if I can. Hold on a second. Toadstool Village, go to the fountain. Treehouse. I'm starting to worry that there's a soft lock situation going on here. Oh, Tony. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. Why are there so many demons in Doom? The developers chose to demonetize the game. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Tony. Let's try picking some flowers again. No? Heard me say demon? Yes. Yes. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can pick any more flowers. This is just feel I get the stench. I can smell the soft lock developing here. And it's making me quite nervous and aggravated. I mean, once you know what to do, you could probably fly through. Well, there is a speedrun video or VOD by someone on Twitch of this game in about 45 minutes. But, I mean, it's aggravating nonetheless. This is Grandma 2's house. Nothing else to do there. Let's go back through the... Yeah. Go back through the other side of Mushroom Village here. Perhaps we can reset something. Yeah, I'm gonna glance at the walkthrough again to see what it says about the cog door, because it in my mind it's feeling like the game was wanting you to pick the flowers and do all that stuff before you go to the cog door. Take a look here. Pick a blue flower, smell blue flower. Oh gosh, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. Interesting. Pick a blue flower, take it back to Toadstool Village. Maybe we can just do that. Have I tried sniffing the flowers? That I cannot recall. Let's just straight up try sniffing some flowers. Because I feel like we've examined them, but... Take my mask off. Blue flowers. Can you equip them or use them? No. Yellow flowers. Red flowers. Cannot combine the flowers. This is a very nasty plant that we made a hasty grappling hook to get around. I'm assuming you're gonna have to do it again. Yep. Very good. Oh shit. See, I right-clicked, accidentally threw the item, and now this lovely lady, who's one of the judges, is pissed off at us and trying to kill us. Which I'm gonna let her do, because I feel like we're gonna have to load anyway. Actually, you know what? Let's just load. Go back to the mushroom village, and then try to use the flowers. It seems like using the flowers is all you have to do to shrink yourself. So let's try doing that. I'm starting to feel the authenticity of cryo. It's starting to sink in a little bit here. That's fine. Alright. It worked. It worked. How you would have any type of indication of like that being what you're supposed to do, I have no clue. Oh shit, and that what happened there was that we just got struck. You know, I don't know if you saw the screen do that a little bit, but I did see a glimpse of the word scorpion in the FAQ, so I'm assuming that we got hit from behind by the scorpion. Beautiful game. Beautiful game. Thank you, Cryo. I'm going to run to the bathroom 1 second. Let me just mute the mic just for safety reasons. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the mild censorship. I actually cropped my camera specifically because my bathroom is right there. There. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Well, now that we know that we can go small, let us do that. And hope we can continue on with the game. I don't know. Maybe that was like one of those extra scenes that I was talking about. I don't understand like the fun dragon ride thing that I was talking about in the manual. For convenience sake, make another save right there. Let's get a weapon out. And again, zero indication of like what weapon is better than another. But the Morning Star is like the last weapon that we received, so I don't know. Logically, it must be better, right? But okay, now that we're armed, sniff the blue flower. Get small. Hopefully the Kiss band member lady won't be mad at us for killing a scorpion. There it is. I mean, this scorpion looks pretty nasty. And it attacked us first, so. The only indication you have of a hit is if it makes like this nice little particle explosion. I'm assuming that's a block. Oh shit, it's winding up. Okay. And again, yeah, I don't understand. I feel like nearly every single monster in the game that we've come across kills you in one hit. Whereas if you accidentally aggravate one of these dragon gods, like these night people, it takes a while. It takes a while for them to mow you down. So, and this is even after getting our what I assume is like our first set of armor, our leather armor. Very strange game. Very strange. Let's try our... Oh yeah, we have a meat cleaver. Let's try our meat cleaver instead. Oops, I swung it for a sec there. Alright. Sniff flower. Yeah, perhaps killing the scorpion will make us the savior of the mushroom people. And sometimes you can hit them like just from frickin' downtown. Some other enemies I've definitely been able to strike from like this distance. The problem is it's really hard to tell. Like I can't go forward there. I can't go forward. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful game. Okay, let's try again. Perhaps I'll make another hasty save after we shrink down. Let's try the sword this time. I feel like the sword treated us well last time. Okay, we're small. Oh shit, he's right there. Try to get like kind of a safe distance. Face him. And now, nope, not load. Not load. Save. Save one. Okay, let's go. We'll just start swinging from here. I wish the jaunty mushroom music kept playing while you were small. It makes me feel bad, like the mushroom people can't hear the music. Okay, that was definitely a block. This is easily our most difficult enemy that we've faced so far. Oh shit, I got a jar. I don't have time to... We have a fireball spell as well that you have to click on 3 obnoxious runes. It takes forever to queue up in order to toss at him. Oh dear. This beautiful game. Maybe we can just run past him back and forth after trying to give him a smack. Nope. Oh, he caught me. Okay. My god. Beautiful, riveting gameplay that you can only find here on twitch.tv/IanOblivion. Thank you for joining. Come on. Missed me that time. You know what? If I were to encounter a scorpion, I would just get a really big hammer. Just crush it. Crush right through that delicious barbecue shell of his. Nope, that's too far. And you can swing. You do different swings depending on where you click the screen. Do like little side swipes there. Yeah, I feel like I am not making contact at all. It's got kind of like a chewing sound effect for walking around, doesn't he? Very disgusting. Ooh, that's a hit. Do I have him in a decent pattern now? I'm just gonna keep mashing. And hopefully he doesn't get his sting off. Oh, he got it off. Okay. We hit him once. We hit him once. I'm gonna look at the walkthrough just to make sure like we actually do have to kill him. Toadstool Village. Kill the scorpion. Yeah, it says kill the scorpion. I think we have no choice, unfortunately. There were some enemies earlier that we could just kind of do-si-do around and be fine. But the hammer definitely proved more useful than not. Alright. Hard to get him centered. Hit. Oh my dear. Oh my Lanta. Who says that? I think that's the Toegia phrase. Okay. I want to get him out of there. And it sucks too because Mushroom Village is obviously huge, but it feels like it's just like a 2x4 or 5 little like table, little grid that you can actually move around. And of course you have these giant blades of grass kind of obstructing you. This seems like it's a good like dead-on perspective here. There's one hit. There's 2 hits. I'm just mashing right click at this point. There's 3 hits. 4. 5. Oh, he's running away. Coming back. He's closer now. 6. Good lord, this game. 7. 8. We got him. Holy mother. Okay. Now, if we are still soft locked after this, I'm going to be not a very happy camper. France is going to be getting a sternly lettered postcard. And this is also a thing that I didn't know until... Oh yeah, that was the other thing we looked up the walkthrough for. Is like we needed to get an item to progress, but the item was on a dead body. I didn't know that you had to loot a dead body. And that's something that is not explained, as far as I remember, in the manual. Okay, so the scorpion has nothing. That's good. I was hoping the jaunty mushroom music would return once we killed the scorpion, but unfortunately it has not. I'm gonna unequip my weapon, just make sure I don't accidentally smack anybody. Got some nice ambient sounds. I'm gonna pick up this huge flask. Can I look at it? Oh shit, I think I just drank it. Where'd it go? Oh dear. Now I definitely feel like we soft locked something. So normally you oh okay, maybe that was like our first health item. Again, I've never lost health to the point where I've needed to heal. It's always just been like instant death, or I'm being chipped away by one of the NPCs that I accidentally aggroed. So maybe that was a health item? I'm not so sure. Very confusing. I'm hoping that wasn't a key item. We'll see. Oh, I realized that's still going up there too. That looks better. Okay. Let's continue exploring. I'm wagering that we have to use a different flower in order to re-embiggen ourselves. Can't go forward in any of these areas. That made no sense. Like, just lets you go forward straight through that. You know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop trying to figure things out. But now, okay, now I'm like on the entire parameter. This would have been nice in the beginning, trying to fight that thing. It feels like we should probably go into one of these. I want to meet a mushroom person. That's all I want to do here. I'm getting bummed out because we're not meeting any mushroom men or women. Such a lovely town, no one in it. All right, let's just try another flower here. The blue flower is gone. Yellow flowers. Red flowers. Those do nothing. Am I actually stuck? I'm trying to like find a wall, so to speak, and just kind of hug the wall. Hmm. Well, we're at that point of the game where the FAQ floodgate has already been cracked, and now it's just going to slowly become more cracked until it becomes a flood of cheating. Smell the flower, you will shrink. Kill the scorpion, pick a blue vial. The blue vial heals you. Okay, good. Enter nearby toadstool. Okay. Could it be this? No. Searching for a toadstool to enter. Gotta be this, right? Come on. It is not that. Not that. Got it. Oh my goodness. All right. Show me the mushroom man. Hey. Are you peaceful?
Thank you, stranger. That scorpion's been coming here for many days, hoping for an easy meal to come walking out of a toadstool. I'd invite you into my home, but the effect of the flower you ate will soon wear off.
I'm already in your home.
Imagine what would happen if you grew to your normal height while you were inside a toadstool. We have friends among your people. We make a special potion for them.
Okay. Anything else? No? Did you give me the potion? I wasn't paying attention. If you're talking to a character and they give you an item, it like appears very pixelated at the bottom of the screen. But it doesn't... Oh, wait. I think I have a new spell here. Dispel illusion spell. Okay, that's good. Ooh, I bet that's for that strange door outline. Also, that sound effect. That was very strange. I've never heard a sound effect play while in the inventory before. I had always assumed that it just kind of pauses everything. Very strange. Okay. Well, we got our new spell. That's awesome. Thank you, little man. Can I look at your stuff? Or am I going to turn into a big boy again and just destroy your home? That wouldn't be too good. Okay, so it's just like the ambient noise of the creaking mushroom wood. But thanks, buddy. Really appreciate it. Oh, wait. Perhaps I'm supposed to give him something. Perhaps I'm supposed to give him the flowers. No, you don't want that? Oh, fuck. I threw the flower at him. Oh, he's got a fucking sword. Oh, dear. See, now he's chopping away at us. And still at full health. Still at full health. And we could just slaughter him. But look at all these cool animations you wouldn't get to see. Oh, he's got a somersault kick. Guy's a beat. He threw my flower back at me. And he picked it up. Wow. See, it's really cool. They have all these like little mechanics in place, but it feels, yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to tell. It's really hard to guess like what's kind of intentional and what perhaps is rushed in terms of any type of game development, really. Okay. Well, now I have to find the damn house again. Hopefully you can go. Okay, it was right there. It was right there. Let's put this away. Now I can hear what he has to say again too about the potion. But yeah, streaming is so freaking crazy, man. It's like, I don't know if this gets. I can only assume it gets better over time, like as you get more used to it. And this is only like what, like my freaking like 10th or 11th stream, like altogether total. But so far for me, I've definitely seen felt a little bit of improvement. But so far for me, it's like my first like half hour to like 40 minutes, I'm still just like a bucket of nerves. Like I'm still sweating my butt off. But like right around now, like right around the hour and a half mark, I start to like kind of ease into it and like find my groove. But yeah, I don't know. It's really interesting how all that works. Certainly coffee has a lot of freaking stuff to do with it too. No more coffee before stream.
That scorpion's been coming here for many days.
Okay.
I'd invite you into my home, but we have friends among your
We make a special potion for them. And that's all he says. but he gives you the spell. Maybe that's some kind of translation error. He's actually supposed to be talking about the spell instead of instead of a potion. Who knows? Let's return outside. Well, let's look around his room a little bit more. Nothing else here. No purpose for any of this other than just to make you feel cool, like to expand the world and make you really feel like you're in this tiny gentleman's home, which is very thoughtful, I feel. All right, back outside. And we have another potion? Or no, this is the same one. I just didn't drink it. Okay. We'll hang on to that. I still don't know if the inventory screen will scroll or not, or if there's like a max to our inventory, but we shall see. Now, how do we get bigger? Let's try our flowers again. Or no, let's try our new spell. What do we have here? We have that thing, and that thing. Have to equip. Shoot. Nope. I already forgot. I'm gonna look again. It helps to assign some type of like name to these symbols or some type of like association. But what do you associate with these? You know, I mean, obviously you could. It's kind of like, yeah, I don't know, a really stupid cryo game Rorschach test. We have dirty object, overlapping circles, and flower. That makes it a lot easier to remember. Exit inventory. Dirty object, overlapping symbols, and flower. Did nothing. Okay. So I'm assuming that has to be for the door. That has to be for that strange door. Nope, we're not getting naked. I just want to take the spell out. And let's try the other flowers. Nope. Flowers? Nope. Maybe you can just leave? I wish you could see the giant KISS band member stomping around. God, the walkthrough is such a slippery slope. The second you check it once, then you just want to go right back to it. It's pretty funny. Maybe now if we drink the healing potion... I'm going to save it again. Maybe now if we drink the healing potion, we will re-embiggen. Which makes no sense. Maybe if we go... I don't think it's... No, it's not going to let me go forward from here to turn so I can get onto the plank. I thought maybe leaving the village would re-embiggen us, but... We're not operating off of Ian's logic. We're in Cryo's world, not Ian's logic world. Okay, walk through. Look for a green vial in the cupboard by the bed. Leave the toadstool. Drink the vial and you'll grow again. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Back to the toadstool. I mean, in fairness, I know either like people aren't here or they're just lurking, but would you, the viewer at home, have assumed to do something such as that? I don't know. Yeah, at this point in my early streamer brain career, I really can't even blame a cryo game for being unlogical. All these vials look the same. Green vial in the cupboard by the bed. Is it this cupboard? Icon isn't changing. The cupboard by the bed. Do you have anything more to say, sir? No, you do not. This is becoming maddening. Doesn't say if there's anything to grab there. I'm as close as can be. My inventory isn't full. There's another toadstool. There's another toadstool that we can enter. My mistake. Okay. Back outside, back exploring. There's the door. Pardon me, sir. Okay. It's one of those maddening things that it's like, I don't know if... I will never know. I'll never know if I entered or I was in front of the correct toadstool to enter, but it just wouldn't let me because I didn't complete the sequence of events, if you know what I mean. Okay, so this was his house. That's his house. And there's another toadstool that we can enter somewhere. I was so excited to do this little mushroom quest thing, and now this is quickly becoming like the worst part of the game for me so far. My goodness. Just because of the lack of ways that you can go. It's not this. This game does that too. Yeah, it does. Have you played this, Draconic Dude? Are you familiar with this treasure of a gem known as Dragon Lore? This is his place. Yep. Pardon me. It looks cool and has that wackiness, but it always seems hard to get into. Yeah. No, and a lot of this is my fault as well, because my schedule, you've seen it streamed a number of times, right on, yeah. A lot of it is my fault. I mean, not only for being new, but for, like, the lack of momentum. It was, like, what, like, I don't know, four days now or so since I last streamed. And so I broke up that momentum that I had from the first game. But yeah, like I've said, my schedule is kind of crazy now these days. So I'm gonna try to stream as much as I can when I can. But yeah, perhaps a non-cryo game would be a little more friendly for momentum. But regardless, as much as I trash on it, it is a good time, and it's fascinating. It really is fascinating. This has got to be it, right? But it's not. It's not. See, this is the only this is what makes it so difficult. Is like you enter an area like this, and your brain tells you, yeah, of course you can go forward, but you cannot go forward here. Or here. Or here. Just here. there's very specific tracts of land that you can wander around on. I would love to look up somebody else's stream of this. If Tom streamed this game, I would love to watch Tom play this, especially this part, to see how he went through it. But then again, he is the self-proclaimed Puzz Whiz, so perhaps he just flew effortlessly through it. But yeah, I am starting to lose my mind a little at this point. Okay, from here. Actually, I never tried turning. Okay, there's nothing else there. Okay, from here. That's a wall. Go forward. Turn, nothing. Wait a second. Is this a different one? This one has 2 pillars on either side of it. This has to be the same guy. Okay. Wait a second. He's not here. Is this a different house? Or am I just standing on top of him? This might be a different house. Unless he can just leave. I'm completely bamboozled. This has to be his house. This had to have been. Yeah, there's nothing here. This had to have been his place. Okay. Man, for my early stream career, I sure know how to pick nice, easy, you know, delightful light games to get into. I suppose it could be a lot worse. It definitely could be. Okay, so I think that was an entirely different house. I feel like his house was pretty close to the dead scorpion. That's not a thing that you can go into. Okay, I'm trying to find my bearings again. Trying to get back to where we just came out of, which was here. Yeah? Yeah, this is the one that we just came out of. From here, you can't go this way. You can go past it. Still can't go to the right. We'll just kind of hug the right wall here and kind of make our way in. Can't go any farther. Can't go straight. All right, let's try to walk around the perimeter of this mushroom here. And it's, again, this is also surrounded by 2 things. So this is the elf's house. There he is. Okay. This is absolute madness. Absolute madness. Okay. And across the street, we have the other one. that you can't enter. Okay. This is the other one that we entered. That's empty. So we think. The walkthrough just says, look for another toadstool without the sprite. Look for a green vial in the cupboard by the bed. It's there. It was there. Okay. It was there. Thank the Lord. Okay. Indistinguishable. Indistinguishable from these other... I mean, it's... gosh. Ridiculous. Just to spite these people now, I want to drink it while in one of their homes and destroy it. Perhaps that's why they have the whole morality system in this game. Like, you get so frustrated by things, they understood the player just wants to break things, right? But since I saved it, I'm gonna try to drink it and see what happens. Maybe it'll just kill us. Oh, you can't even use it. Okay, that's kind of lame. Oh well, understandable though. Oops. Right click, exit inventory. All right. Thank goodness. I knew that was different too because that mirror looked different as well. There was like a reflection or a crack in that mirror that wasn't in the green elf's home. Okay. Bottoms up. I think that was just a reversed footage of the shrinking. Ah. I've never been so relieved to hear Mushroom Clown music. That is such a relief. My gosh.
You've shown courage and wisdom,
Thank you.
Werner. When it's time for your election, and you have, on balance, avoided needless violence, you may count on my ring.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I will count on that ring. All right, let's go to our sketchy looking door. I believe it was the first one on the left with the weepy tree. Nope, that's Meth Grandma's treehouse. Got from there. Through the garden. All right. Onto the cogwheel. Okay. Let's review our spells. Dirty shape. Circles, flower. Dirty shape. Circles. Flower. Shazam! Yes! Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Even when the solution seems entirely logical, like I'm still like saying a million prayers in my mind for something to actually work. Because this game has taught me fear. It has taught me fear. Speaking of fear, let's now equip a weapon. And save the game. Okay. 2 hours of jittery nervousness and caffeine. I'm gonna take a small break. I'm just gonna like run around my block for a second. I don't know. I'll probably just do some like push-ups and jumping jacks or something. try to get these willies out. But I am very excited to share with you. Stop talking for a second. I'm excited to share with you this video I found for the BRB. I don't know if anyone is a fan of the original Max Payne 1 and 2 or not. But in that show, specifically, I think it was just for like a tiny bit in Max Payne 1, but in Max Payne 2, there's this ongoing gag, and they kind of continue this tradition of other Remedy games. But in certain levels, you could find televisions and turn them on, and there would be a show called Lords and Ladies. And it was it's okay. I'll just show it. It's better to show than tell, right? But I thought it was hilarious, and it stars Sam Lake, who is the lead writer for Remedy and also the iconic face of the original Max Payne. So I will be back very shortly, and please enjoy this collection of Lords and Ladies from Max Payne.
And now, Lords and Ladies continues.
Mama, I tried to stop him, but he is beyond reason. Valentine has gone to a rendezvous with his mistress, the harlot. She is no lady.
Oh, good, Jack, my son. Jack, my favorite son. You have done right in turning to me in this distasteful affair.
Mama, tell me what to do and I will do it. Anything to save our name from disgrace.
Yes, good. That witch has made my Valentine blind with love. She must be stopped. Jack, my boy, our name, our line is pure, precious, holy. It must be preserved at any cost. Anyone who threatens it is our mortal enemy. They must be stopped by any means. The honor of the whole of York is at stake.
Yes, Mama.
Yes, good. By any means. Even murder is a rightful course. She is a criminal.
Yes, Mama.
I am so proud of you, Jack, my precious son. You will lift our name to new glorious heights. Truly, you are a lord.
Yes, Mama.
Good. Do what is necessary. Now go to the harlot's house. Ride like the wind. Fight proud, my son.
Yes, Mama.
Good.
An all-new episode of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Castling Insurance Companies. My lord, I will marry her. My mind is made up. She will be my lady.
Over my dead body, brother. That harlot will never soil our family name. You have no right to call yourself a lord. I am here to do the duty of a sheriff's heir.
You have insulted my lady for the last time, my lord. I demand satisfaction.
As you wish, little brother. Hang down.
No, my lord, nothing good can come of this.
Villain!
My lord, I beg of you.
My lord, brother, heed her words. Maybe we can yet solve this peacefully.
Have at thee!
No!
My lord!
Brother! What have you done? Brother, you have slain me.
My lord, we are lost.
My lady, what have I done? All is lost. What have I done? And now, Lords and Ladies continues. I have slain my brother. All is lost. I am a lord no more.
Men, capture them.
Your word is our command, my lady. Mama?
Yes, good, good. My precious boy, a noble lord is dead. A vile crime against our illustrious name. A crime that shall not go unpunished.
My lord!
Unhand her, you brutes!
Yes, good, good. Men, let her go.
Aye, my lady.
Good, good, my dear girl. You seem faint. Do sit down. Rest. Here, a glass of wine. Drink. It will bring color back to your cheeks.
Thank you, my lady.
No! Do not drink, my lady.
Valentine.
My lord!
Allow me. Mama, I drink to the memory of my brother. My lady, I drink for you.
No, my son, that is not for you. Men, stop him.
Too late. I have swallowed the bitter poison. I am dead so that my lady can live. With this deed, I prove myself a lord.
My lord!
No! Fire! Fire is loose!
My lord!
My lady, go! Run! Live! Mama, you are no lady.
No, no, my son, no! Aha!
The season finale of Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Cleansing Cleaning Products.
I fled into the night. Behind me, in the darkness, the manor house burned like Nero's Rome. My Lord Valentine taught me who I was. He showed me life, the meaning of being a lady. Took me out to the world waiting beyond the secluded garden of my childhood home. He gave me the seed that grew into my greatest treasure.
Mama, Mama.
My little Valentine. It happened years ago, but I can still hear the voice of my lord calling out to me, saying, "My lady."
My lady.
My lady. There you have it. The riveting conclusion to Lords and Ladies. Thank God that that is all assembled for our convenience by this lovely user, Urtex. I don't know if you can see that or not. No, you really can't. Oh well. But yeah, that's an idea that I had a long time ago, actually, to go around to finding all the Lords and Ladies in Max Payne and making some kind of video out of it. But that's such a treat, such a delight that they decide to throw in those games. And it's a tradition they kind of continued with their other games too. Like I forget in Alan Wake 1. I haven't played Alan Wake 2. I don't have the computer for it, but yeah, they have like a paranormal like radio show that you can listen to in Alan Wake, I feel like. Or maybe it's a TV show. I can't remember, but really cool. It's a really cool way to kind of break up the action. And they're all, optional too. They're just there. You don't have to discover them or listen to them. So, all right. I think I've saved the game. I'm pretty sure I did, but We'll do it once more just to make sure. I'm gonna take a peek at the bit rate one more time. Yeah, it's looking totally fine. Okay. Alright, let's enter this ominous door here. The sun's starting to come out, so yeah, that looks fun. Alright, let's go. Ooh, this looks good. This looks good. And turn that volume down just a tiny bit. Alright, let us continue. Left or right? We'll go left. Oh my, do we have a maze? I think we have a maze situation on our hands here. Glorious. From the Mushroom Village maze to the Cavern maze. This appears to be a dead end. Okay. Maybe it's not a maze. Maybe it's just one really long, narrow hallway and another. Okay, now we're in some type of upside down garden. Some type of ceiling garden. Mysterious fountain in the center. Doesn't look like there's anything to interact with here. Trying to approach the fountain from all different angles. Okay, we can interact with something on the ceiling here. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Okay, we can still interact with the ceiling from this angle as well. Perhaps it is flower time? No. I'm not going to right click to throw them. Although that would be hilarious if that's the actual solution for the first time. Oh yeah, and also I keep forgetting, we got this very early on in the game. We got a bag of sulfur and a piece of flint. And if you combine them, you can make fire, which you can presumably use on something. I don't think we've found anything to use it on yet, but that doesn't do anything. Of course, you can't throw the fire, unfortunately. We have our ring. This is like our family heirloom ring that designates us as a badass. We have our staff, which is shown on every cutscene, but we cannot use it for anything other than nothing. We haven't been, you can't use it as a weapon. Or can you? Did I just never really try? You can equip it like one, but when you right click to use a weapon like you normally would, nothing happens. Okay. Put that away. Put our meat cleaver away. Let's try our Dispel book. Let's say it was again. Silly object circles flower. That did absolutely nothing. Before, it would at least, like, cast the spell out in front of us, right? That's weird. I wonder why it does absolutely nothing now. We could try our fireball. Hourglass figure 8 bicycle. Hourglass figure 8s bicycle. Nothing. Nothing happens at all when we cast our magic, so perhaps there's some type of magical suppression field going on in here. It's like the entirety of the ceiling is interact-with-able. Oops. Even back here. So it really wants you to do something with the ceiling up there. Logic really does go out the door in this game. Let's try the other flowers. No. Well, let's try throwing it. Why not? Oh, I can't even throw an item in here. Maybe put on our mask. And we still haven't used the grandma's key either. Why not? Give it a try. No, that doesn't do anything. Oops. Put this back in the inventory. We do have one more spell. We have an open door spell, which is Amoeba Christmas Tree Bicycle. Shoot. That does nothing. Oh yeah. Let's try the open door spell at the other dead end down here. See what happens. Oops. No. Oh wait, there's a third path that we did not try. Third and fourth. Oh gosh, there's many more that we've not tried yet. I might have to draw this out for a sec. Okay, this is the red room. This is the first right after the first left. And then if you just hug the right from the start, that's the upside down water room. Alright, what do we have here in the red room? This looks very cool. This looks like Merciful Fate or King Diamond are about to come out and perform a concert. Okay, we can go through there. That looks very ominous. I'm not going there yet. We have 3 buckets. Are these just suspended buckets? Are these torches? I cannot tell. But this one we can interact with. We can take, looks like. Okay, yeah, we can just take it. I'll take a bucket. Always useful. Empty bucket. Can I take the other bucket? Nope. Looks like this was just a room where we can take a bucket. Let's see what's in here. I can't even tell what that is. Okay, it's some type of coffin, some type of crypt, tomb. Oh my. How's that for a burial? Goodness. That is the deluxe model. Speaking of, did you know that you can buy a coffin at Costco? I learned about that from an Australian streamer, oddly enough. The good old Sonneveld. It's a fantastic streamer. But it doesn't appear that we can do anything with this, unfortunately. This is where it came from, yeah? Oh, we can do something. We can use something to interact with this. I mean, let's just smash it, right? Why not? Surely this won't get us any wisdom points, but... So far, using the weapons on the environment... No, it did solve one thing. You had to use the hammer on like a false wall to find the spell book. But so far, nothing else has been like smashable. You can't interact. Okay, you can interact with it from this side. It's a very specific point on the skeleton. Perhaps you're supposed to open it before you can... It's holding its hands out, like you have to place something in its hands. I can't tell if that's like glass or... We can actually peek through there. Place our ring on it, perhaps? No? Very good ambiance in this room. Very good. Try the key, perhaps. The inventory. Nope. None of these other things I think we can interact with. Again, beautiful coffin. Very lovely. Alright, let's continue onward. Very dark hallway. All I can do is interact with something here. Let's try our fire. Even though we don't really have a torch. Oh, maybe I can combine the fire with the staff to make a torch. I never considered that before. No. Foolish. Just trying to throw the fire out into the world, nothing doing. Swing into the darkness. Nothing. I can't even turn around. I can only go backwards. If I go one step in, can I turn? No. I can only interact with things in here. Or do something in there. Yeah. Can't really think of anything else we would do in there. Okay. Well, let's go back. Still got more places we can check out. I'm just gonna make a note from beyond Red Room we have skeleton. And then dark tunnel. Okay, here's the red room with the buckets. Now if I go right from here, we should end up back at the... God damn it. This should be the dead end, yeah? No, that's the red room. So if I go right from this way, we should be back at the red, or the original dead end. No. Now I'm heading back to the start. Okay, this is the dead end. Okay, now we want to try the open door. That was Amoeba Christmas Tree Bicycle. Oops. Come on. Exit. Amoeba. Christmas tree. Bicycle. Nothing. Fairy key. Hey, it worked. Okay. Was that something on the wall there? No, it wasn't. Oh, shit. I meant to advance, but it just took it. Okay, I just have a treasure chest now. What happened? Shit. It disappeared. Curse you, Cryo. Is it just... man, I totally missed what happened because, okay, I thought like I Indiana Jones something. It looked like I picked it up off of this seesaw and it's closed. Then I left clicked the treasure again on the seesaw and now it appears stuck. Well, that's freaking unfortunate. Okay, I'm loading. This will refresh my perspective of the start of the maze as well. Hey! Mr. Freddy Dingo Doritos. How's it going? How's it going? How was the rest of Earthbound? Witchgram is okay. We haven't really found out like what their... There it is. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by as always. We've entered kind of the realm of where both witch grandmas, I assume, wanted us to go, but we haven't really found out what their deal is or like what their overall objectives were. And I'm starting to get the feeling we probably never will. I don't think this I don't necessarily think this is the kind of game to tie up loose ends, but hello again. Always a pleasure. I hope Earthbound treated you well. When I was like first waking up and I saw your stream, I saw Earth and my mind went to Earthworm Jim. And then I saw Earthbound and I was like, man, what if Earthworm Jim had an RPG? Wouldn't that be cool? Be a fun little mix up there. Probably, I mean, obviously it'll probably never happen. Back when I had a Twitter account, I remember some kind of drama going on about the creator of Earthworm Jim, like he got canceled for some type of views and yada yada yada, all that good old mess. It was fine, but I forgot to save, had to redo it. Oh man, that's always a pain. I had to go back to buying burgers and selling cookies. Yeah, that is the unfortunate inevitability of Earthbound, is that yeah, you definitely have to do some grinding to get past some stuff. But again, it's been a long time since I played it, but the start of that game, like the first two like big areas or worlds that you're in were definitely always the most difficult that I remember, because you don't have a lot of stuff, you don't have like a big party, you don't have like a good healer. But then once you get that momentum going, he's got some shady opinions. Yeah, I was trying. I mean, I guess it's not important, but I wanted to say he was like a flat earther or like anti-vaxxer or something. I don't know. Whatever. That's half the reason why I stopped going on Twitter entirely. It's like, is my life better for knowing these things about these people? Am I a wiser person? Overall, I just felt like I was becoming an angrier person every time that I looked at that thing. But I mean, people love it, you know. Yeah. I guess in hindsight, I was probably being really. I wasn't being selective enough. The rage factor, yeah. I mean, they do have like. In hindsight, they do have like those options that you can filter out things and like kind of protect yourself from the rage. But it's kind of contradictory because it's built around the excitement and like, oh man, did you see this person say this, and retweet and like, and yeah, I don't know. I think overall, it was hard to finally delete, but overall, I do feel like I'm the better person for doing so. Yeah, and not to say that I'm better than anybody that has a Twitter, of course. I'm just saying for me personally, because I have a tendency to get sucked into things like that. All right, we're gonna use the open door spell on here. Amoeba Christmas tree bicycle. Burritos. Amoeba Christmas tree bicycle. Open door. Or no, wait. My mistake. We need Grandma's key. Not meth Grandma's key, but this was eviler Grandma's key. That opens there. Okay. Now from downtown here, I can pick up this box, and something happens in this room. I didn't see what happened, so I'm going to try to get closer to it and check everything out before I pick up the box. Okay. All right. We have the box. You admire your persistence with this game. You're a man after my own heart. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Dingo. Yeah. No, that honestly does mean a lot, because I was yapping and whining earlier about how much of a struggle it is now to play compared to the first time, and not doing any part to the game itself, but just because of myself, because it's been like 4 or so days since I first streamed this, and I kind of lost my streamer momentum, if you will, with this game. And like coming back to this game after 4 days, yeah, you know, I'm the same way. I hate. I'm no quitter. I hate leaving things unfinished. It digs at my soul. But coming back to a game, especially a game like this that's so convoluted and like strange and like kind of boring, and having to explain its premise from the beginning. Like, I was just hearing myself talk as I was describing it, and just like feeling my stomach sink. And then Retrograde Tom comes in and says hi, and he's like, you know, amongst the retro royalty, and I'm just like stammering and like shaking from coffee and like spilling water on myself, and all part of the very beautiful experience of being a new streamer. But no, I'm definitely in it to win it. Even though the FAQ floodgate has been opened, I definitely want to complete this game. because if only for the very funny CGI moments in it, right? It is, despite its jankiness, it is fascinating. Hence finishing Tintin in Tibet after about 50 streams. I don't think I saw any of the Tintin streams. Is that your Tintin emote, by the way? Yes, it is. I have yet to crack the Tintin verse. I don't even know like what kind of game or like what platform it was on. But now you got me really curious. Probably for the best. That game is rough. But hey, if you finished it, like, you know, Pixel Turkey, obviously. Like, I always admire so much like the tenacity that some of these people have to finish games no matter how ridiculous they are. So perhaps if I need some, like, a shot of encouragement, I'll go check out Tintin. But I'm definitely curious about that. I want to give that a look. Not to play, obviously, judging by your reaction, but okay. So it looks like all you can do in this room is take the treasure. Lost Vikings, that's persistence. Yeah, for sure. Like, Lost Vikings, she finished frickin' Lemmings and that Korean platformer, Father World. Just unbelievable. God bless her. Alright, I'm gonna take the treasure. Then that pops up. Now I have the treasure. I'm gonna try to put it in my inventory. Okay, now I can put it in my inventory. Before, I just left-clicked on the world, and it completely disappeared. I believe that was a glitch, because I didn't... The gold chest. Okay, we have the gold chest. Very ominous. But now this thing is up. I can't walk around it. I was not able to walk around it before. And also, mind you, we've received no context, no clues, no dialogue whatsoever about this area that we're in. None of the characters have talked about it or anything. So we're just kind of like stumbling around blind in this place. You might revisit Tintin one day. You got some good material out of it, at least. Hey, I mean, well, that's all that counts, right? Yeah, that's awesome, man. Let's see. Now this, we go down here. That's the red room. I do not... Okay, yeah. I loaded after I did all this stuff, so I can go in here and get the bucket. Got the bucket. And here is the beautiful Costco coffin skeleton. You can interact with something with his hands. But it looks like he's sealed in there. Hard to tell. I tried some other items with him before, but now we have the golden chest, so I'll try giving him the golden chest. See if he likes that. Who wouldn't like a golden chest? It's a very specific spot, it looked like, but that doesn't look like it's doing anything. Okay, so now that we have the bucket and golden chest, we'll return back to our beautiful little maze here. I don't know if you can call it a maze. It's more of like a series of branched hallways. But I think this is a new direction. It is. And there's someone in there. I'm assuming that's a knight. A dragon knight. We're gonna save. Save one. Continue. Howdy. Are you mean? You look mean. Are you hugging me? Okay, I think this is a nice person.
If you go to
Okay.
the Dolmen's boy, you won't see me. A dragon knight wields power, and you wield pity. You will meet many creatures, man and beast. Will you show them pity or crush them beneath your heel? Sometimes you will have no choice, but often you will. And that is when the scales may be tipped towards strength or weakness, power or pity. Shed blood, boy. Leave a crimson trail, and you will earn the vote of Klaus von Straubzig.
Klaus von Strausspeak. All of their idle animations are very curious. I'll just say he's doing some type of calisthenics, some type of squat. But he's just chilling in this this golden room, and hey, what do we have here? But is that a torch? It sure is. I know where we can use that. And now our inventory is completely full, so this will be interesting if we ever get another item. Definitely don't feel bad about getting rid of a weapon or two, that's for sure. Voice actors put the effort in at least. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they definitely have so far. They all have. Excuse me. Okay. We have a torch, even though we have materials to make fire and a staff that we could have made a torch with, but regardless, we'll see. Okay, let's continue trying to map this out a little bit if we can. So from the red room we had Klaus, which doesn't seem like we'll do anything else with. From this door we had, that was the skeleton in the tunnel. This was the treasure room. Right? Okay. So we go left from here. I believe this will be the water room? Or am I just going in circles now? Okay. It's these corners here with like the okay, yeah, there's the water room. It's these little parts right here that throw me off. Whenever you're trying to turn around in the corridor with the different paths, it just all looks identical. Okay, here's the upside down water room. I'm assuming the bucket goes here. It's the only thing that I can think that would kind of make sense after trying all the other items. Yes, it does. Oh dear. What am I on next? That's a good question. I still don't have my schedule for work this week. I work as a breakfast chef at a bed and breakfast, and I don't know who has booked rooms or not this week. So it could be tomorrow, it could be the next day, and part of it too is like, yeah, I don't know. The simplest way to put it, I guess, would be like a mental health thing, just to make sure that, you know, I don't force myself to commit to anything that I don't feel comfortable with yet. And I know that seems like kind of a cop-out or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. I want to take it slow, because I mean, streaming is not necessarily a thing that I'm like that I think I may necessarily be good at yet. I feel like it's still like the trial period for me. It's still kind of a roller coaster for me. Like, yeah, I don't know how to put it. I still get, it's getting better, but I still get a shit ton of anxiety leading up to the moment where I hit the start streaming button. And then like about halfway through the stream, I start to feel more comfortable and get into a groove. And then at the end of the stream, I'm usually like jazzed, like hell yeah, like that was fucking awesome. I can't wait to do it again. But then if I wait like too long from the last stream to the next stream, then I start to build it up in my mind. I start to put more and more pressure on myself, and that increases the nervousness. So it's a convoluted tightrope that I'm making for myself that I'm having fun navigating and learning. But yeah, thank you genuinely for being so like kind and supportive. You're a solid dude, Mr. Dingo, and it's been an honor. Cheers, with coffee. But yeah, I think your stream is a blast as well. Your stream is always a treat to pop in and say hello to. Back at you. Yeah. Never been across the pond, but always wanted to. All right, we have our bucket of upside down water. Can we examine it? A bucket full of water. Appropriately enough. All right. Let's go find where to place it, bucket. Now we can still interact with the ceiling, which leads me to believe that if we fuck up with the water, we might have to come back here and get it. And this is... Okay, so this is just a two-direction hallway. And this should be the first fork in the road, yeah? That should be outside. Yep, that's outside. Okay. So going to the right from the start is just the upside down water room. And the paths don't start to branch until after you go down the first left corridor. To the left here should be... Okay, that's the treasure room. Yes, yes. That's what I thought was the dead end, but it's just where you get the treasure and the plank goes up. Let's just try going backwards. No, you can't go backwards. Okay. So when you go back here, this should be the red room. Okay, that's another path. To the left should be the red room, and to the right should be claws. Okay, this is the red room. We have our bucket and our torch. Wait, are all the... Oh, okay, never mind. That's where the skull is. Tried placing the treasure chest there, nothing doing. You can also combine items. So far, the only items that I've seen to combine are the sulfur and flint and the the different pages of spells that you can get with the spell book. Oh, and the rope and the grappling hook, whatever. I'm wondering if you have to combine something with the treasure chest to open it up. The gold chest. Can we just smash it open? No. Alright, let's see if we can equip our torch. No, you can't. Okay, I think this is just an item that you use. So let's bring this over to here. I'm gonna save it, because why not? Save game, continue. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're just outside, and it's very loud.